Our planet is certainly survives and thrives upon the established laws of nature that were established at the time of the created universe. We human beings were given that thing called free will, and what we do with our free will impacts the natural world, right? We're the only ones on the planet who live outside of that uh, automatic alignment with the natural world, right? That's really what our free world means is that, I mean, our free will means is that we're not bound to the laws of nature. Now, we live and survive and thrive and do best if we do align with the laws of nature, but we get to be the ones to test what happens when we don't, what happens to us, right? Which we see when we do not align with the laws of nature. We make our bodies sick, we make our minds we make our minds sick. Let's just call it that. We make our minds uneasy. We make our nervous systems uh, uneasy, and we cause havoc on the planet and in the environment, which is what we're doing right now. This is why the Community for Conscious Living is has the passion of helping us to awaken to what is free will versus the laws of nature, the natural world, right? The laws of God, if you will. You know, people a lot of times will think, you know, I want to use my will instead of God's will because we don't know what God's will for me is. But what if it's not just about me, me, me? What if God's will is really about aligning with the laws of nature and the natural world and living in harmony with that so that we can all survive and thrive? What if we take it out of a me-centric and put it into the context of this is the universe that we live in, and the universe that we live in is dependent upon us aligning with the laws of nature so that we can all survive, thrive, and live in harmony and have peace. All of the wars in our world, everything comes from us not being willing to align with the laws of nature. There is even a commercial for a big truck that's out in Texas. You know, in Texas, we're really tough here. And we like to, the commercial, the line in the commercial is bend nature to your will. I'm like, really? Really? There's still people out there that are actually advertising to that, and there's people that are going to be attracted to that message and say, yeah, I'm going to buy this big truck because of this big, powerful truck, I can bend nature to my will. Really? Well, but that's, you know, that's our human nature. That speaks to it right there. Advertisers at these, especially at these big levels, they know what they're doing. They know it speaks to the human ego that says, yeah, you can do this. Bend nature to your will. You don't have to live in harmony with the natural world. You can be tough, right? And what are we in Texas? We're all about oh, cattle, steaks, you know, like ranchers and all of this. We're so tough, right? We are bending nature to our will. We are dominating and controlling everything within our pathway to make this world conform to what we want and what we like and what makes us strong and tough. I think that we have to be really careful about what the ego nature calls tough and what the ego nature desires in terms of toughness. Bullying is not a sign of toughness or of strength in any way. Bullying is a sign of weakness. And when you see your child in school being bullied, you know that that bully has a real weakness inside that he is covering up with that toughness, because that toughness, anything that's not based in love and compassion, is not of the true core nature of the human being and what we are really here to align with in terms of our connection with all that is and the laws of nature that's going to bring us world peace and harmony. It's just not. Toughness is not strength. The bullying is not strength, right? Just like that overconfidence does not imply integrity. And okay, let me rein this back in. Let me rein this back in. It does apply to what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about is, does fear influence your eating habits and your food choices.